The strongest man you know is probably fighting a battle you can't see. Behind his confident smile, his successful career, his I've got it all together exterior, he's drowning. And he'll never tell you because we've taught him that admitting he's struggling makes him weak. We're killing strong men with our silence about depression. Listen, I'm Father, and today we're talking about the depression that is destroying strong men. The kind of depression that hides behind strength, behind the mask of having it all together. This isn't about weak men who can't handle life. This is about the strongest men you know who are suffering in silence because they think asking for help makes them less of a man. And it's literally killing them. Here's the paradox nobody talks about. The stronger you appear, the more isolated you become in your suffering. Now, really think about it. Strong men are expected to have all the answers. So when they're lost, confused, or overwhelmed, they can't admit it without feeling like they're failing everyone who looks up to them. Strong men are the ones everyone else leans on. So when they're barely holding themselves together, they have to be the rock for everyone else. Strong men are praised for their resilience. So when they're breaking inside, they feel like they have to keep performing even when they don't have anything left. Strong men are taught that their life, that their value comes from what they provide. So when depression makes them feel worthless, they don't they think they're letting everyone down just by existing. The result, the men who appear the strongest are often the ones suffering the most. They're carrying everyone else's burdens while drowning in their own pain. And they can't tell everyone because they think it makes them weak. But here's what we need to understand. Depression doesn't discriminate based on strength. It often targets the strongest men because they carry the heaviest loads. Let's be honest. Let's be honest about why strong men suffer in silence. You see, they think it disqualifies them from leadership. They believe that admitting they're struggling means they can't be trusted to lead others. They think it makes them a burden. They're so used to being the solution that they can't imagine being the problem. They think it's temporary. They tell themselves, I just need to push through this, not realizing that depression is something you you can't muscle your way out of. They think it's weakness. We've conditioned them to believe that mental health struggles are character flaws instead of medical conditions. They think that you should be able to handle it alone. The same independence that made them strong is now keeping them from getting the help they need. They think no one will understand. When you're the one everyone comes to for strength, who do you go to when you need strength? But here's what's really happening. Their silence isn't protecting their strength, it's destroying it. Every day they suffer in silence, they get weaker. Every day they pretend they're fine. They move further away from actually being fine. Every day they carry this alone, they become more isolated, more hopeless, more convinced that this is just how life is supposed to feel. We need to understand this crucial thing as a when it concerns depression and strength. Depression isn't a sign of weakness. It's often a sign that you have been strong for too long. Your mind and body are telling you that you've been carrying more than you were designed to carry. Seeking help isn't giving up. It's the strongest thing you can do. It takes more courage to admit you're struggling than it does to pretend you're fine. You can be depressed and still be a good leader, father, husband, friend. Depression doesn't qualify you from being valuable to others. It makes you more human, more relatable, more real. Depression doesn't mean you're broken, it means you're human. And humans aren't designed to carry infinite weight without support. The strongest men in history have battled depression. Lincoln, Churchill, Roosevelt, they didn't let it define them, but they didn't pretend it didn't exist either. Your depression doesn't make you less of a man. Hiding it does. Real strength isn't about never falling down, it's about getting back up. And sometimes getting back up requires help. You don't have to carry this alone. You don't have to carry this alone. The same strength that makes you a leader can make you brave enough to ask for help. The same courage that makes you face external battles can make you face internal ones. If you're a strong man suffering in silence, here's what you need to hear. Your depression is not your fault. You didn't choose this. You didn't cause this. You're not weak for having it. You're not alone. Millions of strong, successful, capable men are fighting the same battle. You're in good company. Getting help doesn't make you weak, it makes you wise. The smartest thing you can do is get professional help before this gets worse. You don't have to have all the answers. It's okay to not know how to fix this. That's what therapists, counselors, and doctors are for. Your family needs you healthy more than they need you strong. They'd rather have a father who's getting help than a father who's suffering in silence. You can still be a leader while getting help. In fact, getting help makes you a better leader because you are modeling this healthy behavior for others. This is treatable. Depression isn't a life sentence. With the right help, you can get better. You can feel like yourself again. You matter. It's not because of what you do or what you provide, but because of who you are. Your life has value beyond your productivity. Here's what I need you to do. If you're struggling, get help. Seek out a friend. Talk to somebody. Lay out your burdens. Hit the gym. Get active. Get to improving your life. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait until it gets worse. If you know a strong man who might be struggling, check in on him. Don't wait for him to ask for help. He probably won't. Ask the hard questions. Create space for him to be honest. Have the hard conversations. Stop perpetuating the lie that strong men don't need help. When you see a man getting therapy or taking medication for depression, don't see weakness, see wisdom. And remember, the strongest thing you can do is admit when you need help. Your depression doesn't qualify you from being strong. Your silence does. This message could save somebody's life. Share it and subscribe for more content that breaks the stigma around men's mental health. Let's build each other up. If you're struggling right now, please get help. The world needs you here. I need you here. We need you healthy. Lead with conviction, even when you're fighting battles no one can see. Until next time.